Okay, so it is, what is today? Today is Tuesday. It is 7:30 p.m. I'm on my way home from my grandma's. Her AC went out and I fixed it, but this video is about ACIQ install. So we did two ACIQ units, the Extreme Plus side discharge inverters, with two evaporator coils on top of existing newer carrier furnaces. I was pretty frustrated. It's my first time installing any of these evaporator coils for ACIQ, and with this new A2L refrigerant mitigation control board situation, it was a pain. Now, not necessarily because the equipment itself is a pain, but just because of the, it's not being installed brand new, it's being retrofit to existing equipment with an existing thermostat that the customer wants to maintain. So we had a Nest thermostat with no common wire, not enough wires there to add a common wire, no realistic way to run a new thermostat wire. That's something an electrician would have to do. It's very complicated home layout. There's no way to get a thermostat to where it needs to be, a thermostat wire to where it needs to be easily. It'd be a lot of opening up and drilling and whatever. So we got 4 wires for thermostat, for our Nest thermostat, then we got the furnace, then we got this control board, and then we got wiring to the outdoor unit. It was just frustrating, but we got everything up and running, and in a very reasonable time. We did 2 units in about 6 hours or so. So hopefully you enjoy watching, like the video, and share, and let's get into it. Okay, so here we got our carrier 80% efficient furnace, and here's the 410A evaporator coil that'll be replaced with the 454B ACIQ coil that has built-in, or that has a control board for A2L mitigation. So it should be fun to hook up. I haven't done it before, but it should be easy enough. Okay, so I got power shut off, condensate disconnected. I disconnected a few screws to the supply panel. I can't really get to the other side, so I'm hoping it's not screwed in, and I don't think it is. And I just went out to help Mike pump out the condensers. That way I could get this line disconnected. And then we got just a few screws up there to disconnect. And our coil should just pop right out. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if it seems pretty sturdy, so we'll see. Okay, got it pulled out. See our heat exchanger in there. Supply duct right there. Guess that tape there on the corners, just on the edges there, just ripped off nicely. And I gotta pull this thing out of here. And then they had this easy float switch that was never wired up. I kept it because, listen, it's just a float switch. It could be reused. And then they got a little extra safety. There you go. Wet coil. You know, I'm a little surprised at how much dust buildup there is on it, because we got these nice 20 by 25 by 4 filters on our furnaces. I got that nice big filter box right there, 20 by 25 by 4. Because we did swap this furnace out, but we maintained it. We kept everything else that was here. When he was doing some construction on his house, he just wanted it running. He didn't care about having high efficiency or whatever, but now we're upgrading the AC units. But I guess the camera can't really pick it up, but there's a fair amount of dust buildup on this coil. I guess it probably ran without filters and things for sometimes. All that buildup there in the pan. And I'll have Derek give me a hand getting this thing out of here and into the backyard so our scrap guy can come pick it up. Okay, so the evaporator coil up here, and it's got this box inside of it, which has just the manual, the control board, and a communicating thermostat, which I don't believe we'll be using. But I have to look at the manual to make sure there's nothing special I have to do before putting this unit in place where it needs to go. I also don't see any indication of which direction they want air to flow. TXV. We're doing a TXV, not an expansion valve. Yes, I have to figure this out. No sensors have to be swapped. And there's nothing on this unit that indicates anything has to be changed, so I guess it's just as simple as it's gonna get thrown in. Only thing is, it says air is flowing through here, but our drain is on that side. So what did I miss? Okay, so I just took off the cover panels. I just need to pull it out and flip it. So let's see how difficult that is. Probably not. It's stuck. Why does it want to pull out? There we go. Now, do I have to move these things? I'm so confused on this thing. What do they want me to do here? Okay, so I didn't flip the coil, I just put it all back together. I think we'll be okay there. Get it screwed in, and I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, so here's that control, and they only give you 2 screw holes, so I had to take the board off, put 2 screws in there because it wasn't hanging on there securely. And now I have to hope that when I put the board on, the screws don't hit any metal and short it out, which I don't think they will because there's little lifters on the back of this, but better. They ran this giant 1.1/8" line set, and we're utilizing the same line set because it runs inside of the walls. Customer doesn't want to replace it, so I really don't like these coils. Maybe I will after installing a few more, but just a bit of a pain. Got everything connected from this. S1 and S2 for communication going to the outdoor unit. And then I gotta connect the furnace and thermostat up here. So I got the first one, that 4-ton brazed in and connected. I didn't get any sort of hiss or pressure when I removed the plugs from the evaporator coil on the line set connections, so hopefully there's no leaks on that coil or anything. I came here to grab thermostat wire. That one is how many wires? I just need 5 here. Thermostat wire to start connecting everything. Grab a bunch of Wagos, and we'll figure out how to wire this control board up. Okay, so here's what I got for our wiring. I got RC, W, Y, and G, and that's gonna go over to the air handler and thermostat. And then we got our S1 and S2, which is communication to outdoor unit, and then our sensors hooked up. And as far as I could tell, that's it for right here. That's all I need to do. Board. Going to our equipment from this control to our indoor unit is RC, O, W, O, Y, and OG. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going to the air handler or the furnace. The thermostat connections are regular G, Y, W, and then they share R. Now, my question is, we have the furnace with extremely flammable natural gas going into it. Why don't we have mitigation control on this, but we have to have it for this mildly flammable refrigerant? That doesn't make any sense. So we can have natural gas just dump into here and catch fire, but we can't have a mildly flammable refrigerant dump into here. It's the stupidest thing. But it's connected, so just gotta get that cover on and tuck all these wires in and neaten that up and connect to the air handler. Okay, so I just turned power on and we do have a call for cooling. Our fan is running, so I think we're good. I hate how I have to have all these ugly wires hanging out though, and there's nowhere really to put them. So they come out there on the coil, and then I have to put one to the return, one to the outdoor unit, one to the indoor unit, and one to the thermostat. It's like, it's just so much wiring and all this stupid extra. It'd be nice if you could trim it back or something, but it is what it is. Now I gotta do condensate. Okay, so here's how that coil looks there. The wiring and the line set and the condensate drain. The float is breaking R to the unit, so I just gotta connect that duct back up. Okay, so here's what we got down here. Derek's working on the transition. And then this is where I had to do the line set. There was just not room in there for me to do much else. Couldn't really get good bends on there. So I kept an existing bend and I put that bend and swaged it. And that's that. And then I gotta figure out the whole control situation for here because we have a whole humidifier. Gotta figure that out as well. Because that's controlled by the furnace, and yeah, I gotta see how we're gonna make that work. One foot on the ladder and 1 foot on the unit here, but that one looks so bad. That looks retarded. Okay, so here's the location I chose for the control because all of our thermostat wiring is right there. And it'll be much easier to bring it here than it will be to bring it anywhere else. Oh, I want to show you the outdoor units, what we did. Should have shown you the before, but you can see it on Mike's channel. He doesn't want to see these units when he looks out the window. That was the whole purpose of putting in these ACIQs and moving the Bosch. It was up on a high-rise pad. He wanted it on the ground. There were 3 units here, lifted up about 3 feet off the ground. And now there's these.
The spigot.
Subscribe to James as well.
Yes, Plum Guy MY. This is
the crazy spigot that exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like cheap plastic. It's not like metal.
No.
And here's that coil inside. Okay, so yeah, I really gave up on recording. I wish their manuals gave you more information. I wish it wasn't just like this stupid like layout that's like just translated from Chinese to English. Like they need a dedicated installation and service manual that is easy to use and makes sense. But both systems are running and cooling. Derek, you pretty much installed the whole.
The downstairs?
Yeah, the whole downstairs evaporator.
Yeah, evaporator.
And I had to switch. They have radiant heat in the master. They also have the furnace heat in the master. And then they have radiant heat in the master bathroom. They wanted to have the master bathroom and the master radiant on the same thermostat, but that wouldn't work. So, so they wanted the one thermostat to do the radiant, and then the one thermostat to do the forced air. But it couldn't be set up that way because they have a Nest thermostat for the forced air, and No, it could be set up that way, but they didn't like how it was working out, so they wanted a separate thermostat for the master radiant. So I had to pull in a separate thermostat for the master radiant heat. But yeah, whatever. It's over. Cooling well. And it looks good. So hopefully you enjoy watching. Like the video if you liked it. Comment any advice or criticisms or feedback. And subscribe. Thanks for watching. You ready? We got tuna and shrimp and pumpkin recipe in broth. How does that sound? I guess it sounds pretty good. Let's go. They're getting dinner late today because I had to do some things after work. Oh, okay. They're very loud eaters. And Caesar likes to try to eat from both. This one's Caesar. This is Percy. Caesar's got one eye and half a tail and still got food on his mouth. Percy's got both eyes and a full tail, but Caesar's really smart. He is trained to do things. Percy is just a cat.